Hello everybody. Okay, hopefully, I move this back here. Hopefully my dogs don't start because I got to do the other videos. Missy's growling at everybody. Missy! Well, the baby's like right on her head and won't get off. She's really been vicious this week with everybody. She's trying to... I'm sorry, I got a cold. Been sick all week. She's been trying to wean them off and they're not wanting to stop, so... they're 7 weeks old. She's been trying to wean them off for a while now. Not working. The black one insists on wrestling her and pinning her down. That's her favorite, so he gets away with a little more than the other dogs do. But anyway, this is I'm getting, what's that? I don't know what that said. But anyway, well, this is the update video on what's going on with my van and my bus and life and what's going on, what's happened to me. I just disappeared. I put out a couple of videos, then I left. I just watched actually part of my first video there with the van. I was like so shocked at how many views it's got. I can't believe it. But I was like, what happened to me? I look like, I don't even know what I look like now, but I had makeup all under my eyes and it looked like I just woke up. I do remember I was outside, Elliot sitting right beside me. He wants to talk. He thinks he's getting to talk to somebody because he generally talks to my family on there. We got a baby here too. Here's one of the babies. He's into all my lace, so I gotta move him out of the way. These guys are for sale. This one I might keep, just because he's a little too attached to me, and I don't know that he'll separate yet. So I won't keep him, I don't think, permanently, but probably maybe the 4-month mark I might sell him because he's way too attached to me. And when you have puppies, you have to learn to detach, like just like the mother does, right? But they're cute, cuddly, and I love bringing them into the world to give somebody happiness. These guys are great. My first litter that these guys had, one of them is a personal support dog, so I mean they make great pets, these guys. And he's actually papered to be a personal support dog, the first one. There's two. There's this one actually that she favors looks just like him to the other one, but this one is a little too, he was the biggest born, and now he's like half the, she's vicious. I don't know if you heard that, but she's attacking the other one. He was the firstborn, and he was twice the size of the other two, and now he's like half the size of them. So he could just be like these are teacup Pomeranians, and they grow anywhere from 3 pounds to 8 pounds, and he just could be one of the 3-pound teacups, but he could have growth issues and stuff. So I'm not selling him just yet because I don't want any issues. So I'll sell him when he's ready to be sold. But he could, if he's like, if it's at 4 months and he happens to be this small still, then I mean he's worth double the money. But I won't sell him for double the money. But I mean to somebody else who wants to breed these dogs, he would be a prize because he's tiny, right? And the males, especially parties, it's really hard to find a small party. These are parties. Doesn't mean they're half. I mean, the party means they're black and white. They have to be at least 50% white. He just loves this. He's hilarious, this dog. But anyway, that's what I'm up to right now, breeding puppies. This was an accident. They weren't supposed to be bred right now because I had to have hip surgery. But I think I told you guys, sorry, I have the flu. I'm going to grab a Kleenex, so I don't even know where they went. They're right here, sorry. I had to move to Niagara. So what happened was I ended up in the van for a month. I'm pretty sure I mentioned I didn't know. I don't even know what I said in the last videos. And I've made many videos, and there's been problems with every one of them. So I haven't, like, my van has a screeching window. I didn't realize how loud that was. You could even hear me talk. And sometimes I'm using the cord. So I was turning the phone upside down to charge so that I could stand the phone up. And it looked like I was recording fine, and it was recording, Missy, please stop. It was recording upside down. So anyway, can't use them. But anyway, I did a lot of driving and talking videos, and I like doing that. So I gotta look into some camera gear, and try to figure not camera gear. What do you call it? Microphones. Somebody recommended that I use one of those. What did she call it? Cat something or other, like the cattail, I think she called it. But anyway, um, yeah. So the microphone issue is an issue with the van. So because my window's really noisy. But I like to do the drive and talk videos. I watched some of them. Who was Panda something or other was her name? I can't remember her name. Years ago I watched her. She said do drive and chat videos, and I love listening to her ramble on while she was driving. So yeah, those I'd like to be able to do. I'm not going to after September, and I'm going to go through those videos because I talked a lot about being in the van full time. I was forced into it in September. The rent went crazy. Our premiere, and I'm going to do a video on that guy because I'm sorry to say he's an idiot, Doug Ford. And yeah, you can sue me if you want. I got backup. But anyway, he should not be running our government, and he got rid of rent control. And because what was going on with the housing market anyway, and the interest rates, it's caused chaos here, all over the province. So, and I've been all over the province in the van, so I know what's going on everywhere. So anyway, he's caused a whole lot of chaos. So basically, because of the hip problems and stuff, I had to go back on disability and stay put. So the doctor told me, you're going in for emergency surgery. As soon as we have an availability, we're taking you in. I didn't even get the classes. They give you classes and stuff to go in for, so you understand and know what's going on with hip replacement. And I didn't even get those classes telling me what I needed to know. So they threw this book at me. It was like this thick the day before my surgery and said, read it. Well, 2 days before, but by the time I got home, it was nighttime. So I had 1 day to read this. And then I realized, oh no, I can't reach below my knees for 3 months. Well, actually, I didn't even know 3 months at the time. 6 weeks I thought, right? Nope, I was in order for 3 months. I'll get to that in a minute. But maybe 10 minutes. I talk too much. But anyway, I can't bend below my knees. I'm not allowed to cross my legs, or I can't bend more than 90 degrees. If I sit in a chair, I pretty much am not allowed to lean forward. I have to stay, you're not allowed to be more 90 degrees. So you have to stay upright. So you can't bend forward. You have to have a special toilet seat. You have to have a walker. You have to have this grabber. The grabber picks up nothing. So if you live alone, you're screwed. And then if you drop something on the floor, you drop the grabber on the floor, how are you picking that up? But I had this thing tied to the walker, actually. So my dogs were petrified of it. But that's another thing. I got Pomeranians. They're only between 3 and 8 pounds. They don't even come up to my knees, you know. So how am I taking care of my dogs? But they left me alone like that. And my friend came and took care of me for. She came for almost 4 weeks. But the first week after surgery, like, they just sent me home. And then my son realized, oh my God, look, she's going through. And he brought her down because she lives like 3.5 hours away from me where he is. So he was like, I'm coming down, I'm bringing her to stay with you. So she heard what was going on. She was like, oh my God, you can't stay like that. So she came and helped me. But then she had to go. She'd been here 4 weeks, right? I gave her one of my dogs. I was like, so grateful that she needed a companion. So I gave her one of the dogs. But she went home all happy. And she was going to come back, but it hasn't worked out that she's been able to come back yet. So, because we craft together and we're friends and stuff, right? So, it'd be cool to have her back do some junk journaling. But we are going to get together and do some things where I have a bus, right? So, we're going to get together and do lots of crafts on this channel. And she's going to do some crafts too. We're going to go to craft shows with my bus. So I'm going to turn it into a pop-up shop. I'm going to travel with it too, but I'm going to have the ability to pop-up shop wherever I want. It could bring me other attention too for the bus itself, right? And see, because right now it's everything I do I do so much. It's not doesn't make sense to put it all in single channels because I'm all over the place, right? So I'm just gonna put it all in one place right now, and then we'll see which direction I head in and what pans out. Because I'm doing junk journals mainly right now, but I also bought a press and a silhouette cutting machine, and I got all the attachments to make mugs, hats, like you name it, plates. I can make everything. So I want to do that, and I'm in Niagara region, which is a good area for that. But if I go anywhere, I may probably go back to the Toronto GTA area, which would also work for there because that's going to be more of souvenir type business, like people, and I'm gonna do that out of the pop up shop too, or out of Etsy as well, but or by order online. So I'm gonna, hey, I'm going to set up. Hey, Missy, stop. I think it's actually the babies beat each other, but no, she's telling them off. It's the babies, but anyway, so I will probably set up like its own website for the T-shirt and all that business because that's gonna be something completely different. And I might talk about it once in a while here, but it's not really gonna be something I do on this channel. That so, but that I will be doing that too. So that and that thing, I'll probably bring those with me, the things I make, and mainly because I want to be able to advertise for custom orders, and like baseball teams, things like that. So, that will be part of my. You'll see part of that if I video craft shows and stuff. You'll see what in the world is that. So I'm doing that too. But anyway, I do all kinds of things. Like I even grow. I have 2 tents in here. I grow. I make everything. I make Victorian dollhouses. Joanne's got two of my dollhouses at her house. Um, see what I mean? I don't know how many. Hey, you guys, come here. I don't know how many videos. Come here. I've done, and I can't edit on here. Here's a big problem I'm having. Come here. I'm hoping they don't get your dogs barking. I'm sorry. If I can figure out how to put like warnings or something on, I don't know how to do any of that stuff yet. But I'm learning. I'm gonna learn. I guess I gotta learn by doing, right? So I'll see if I can do any editing on YouTube itself, because I remember you used to be able to do stuff. So I maybe before the dogs start barking, see if I can find a way to warn you. But they've interrupted every one of my videos, and the other 2 videos I finally got through. The weight loss videos took forever. I just rambled on like crazy, and then I probably rambled on this one too. But that one took forever to do. But I needed to explain a lot of stuff. So between the 2 videos, hopefully I'll get it all out there. What's been going on? So anyway, what happened originally was the doctor, I knew before I was in the condo that this was coming up, so that I was going in for surgery soon. They told me I needed to be in Niagara, and then 2 weeks before I moved out of the condo, I was supposed to move to Sarnia, and then 2 weeks before I was supposed to move there, it fell through. So it's like, now what? So, but I've been in this position many times in my life. So it's like everything into a storage unit. If I have to, I have a van, right? So, and that's one of the reasons I wanted the van. I'm never homeless if I have the van. Sorry, I gotta take a drink because I just talked for like an hour and a half. And I got the flu, so it really dried out. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't worried because I had the van, and I knew just put it in storage. So. And that's what ended up happening because just life went, like the housing market went crazy here, the rental market, not even the housing market. There's no housing market, wasn't even moving. The rentals are just gone out of control. You couldn't even find a place that was just by itself. Like you had to share with somebody. All the ads were share this, share that. Couldn't find anything. I'm not living with somebody. I've been living with kids and everybody. I didn't live with nobody. I want my own space. So anyway, and I have too much stuff around me. You'll see, and I'll do a tour one day of what I done, because I did a number on this place. This place was jam-packed with 3 storage units, and I unpacked the whole thing with a hip replacement, and it's old, and I have no closets and nothing, nowhere to store anything. So, and I'm a crafter, so I'll go through and show you. I did it before I started. So if I can figure out how to get those off of here and on my iPhone, and where they're supposed to be, I will, because then I can stitch them together. Or I'll do a before and after, one of the two, where you see, oh, she's bad, eh? That's her growling, if you wonder what that noise is. Hey, Missy, come here. Stop being so mean to people. She's so bad. But Missy, come here. Hey, come here. Missy, come here. She'll come over here. She think I got a snack. But anyway, she's so bad, man. But so anyway, if I have to, I'll do like part 1 and part 2. I can figure it out and do before and after. So I'll put them together. I'll upload them together. But this place was really jam-packed with everything. Elliot wants up now. He's like, what's going on? Elliot talks on the phone to people, so he might start yelling, thinking I'm talking on the phone. No, he's not gonna look at the camera today. Maybe he thinks I'm taking pictures. But he screams. He talks to my family on the phone, and when he sees video, he just often screams. That's why he's like, am I allowed to talk? No, you can't talk. But anyway, so I had to move into the van with him and Missy and 2 babies, and that was hell. Going into it was September, but it was still really hot. And I couldn't go anywhere with these guys because the babies, I could not harness them. Like, you see how little these guys are. Come here, you. Here's the black one. They're little. The kitten collars didn't even fit on them. This one here is the one causing all the ruckus. But the kitten collars don't even fit on them, so I couldn't go anywhere. I was stuck in the van with them, and I could lose them if I went out anywhere. And I couldn't leave them inside, locked in the van. This is hot outside. So being with them in the van was really hard. And then opening the windows was hard too, because it would make it hotter. So I would have to just have enough to have air circulate, but not too hot, because it was cooler. I have quite a bit of insulation in that van. It was actually cooler in the back. So, but it was depressing, and I was in severe pain. So, and couldn't move. There was nowhere to go. Everything was, I had stuff that I needed that didn't, like, I wasn't prepared to go on the road yet. My van wasn't even set up, right? So I had winter and summer stuff in there. I needed both. He's just having an idiot with my hair. But anyway, so it was really hard to do this at last minute. And here's the other thing. I don't want to get rid of my stuff. You know, I need my stuff for what I do. I need it all. Like, okay, for instance, I do my own nails when I want to. I don't want to pay. I used to, but I don't want to pay $100 every time I want to get my nails done. My nails are very long, and I have them off right now because I'm going to be crafting. But I normally have like very long nails, so I learned to do them myself. So I have a Raskog cart full of my nail stuff. And I don't want to have to go. I look humongous in this video. But anyway, it's hilarious how wide I look sitting in this chair. But anyway, I put the sweater on because I did the other weight loss video, and it's pretty much see-through in my shirt. So I don't want to be see-through in this video. I put a sweater on. But anyway, basically, I forgot what I was talking about, but, I'm just chewing on stuff down here. Let's show you to get you out of here. Basically, anyway, I decided I didn't want to do van life full-time through the month of September, especially because I still want to breed dogs. Okay, the dog's like chewing on my foot. I love breeding dogs. I love the babies. I love the puppies, and they make me happy. And, and my dogs only, it's not like they have 10 dogs, they only have a couple. They can only have between 1 and 3 pups. I got 3 this time. All three of them, ouch, that hurts. All 3 of them are at my feet, chewing on my feet. Here's the third one. He just looks just like Elliot. His stripe goes up though. But, yeah, anyway, they bring me joy, so, I train them. Ouch! Ouch! What are you doing? Like, he's, like, really getting vicious, attacking my foot. But I train them and get them ready to go to other homes. And it's fun doing that. Like, I train them to... I train them to be indoor dogs though. I don't train these guys to go outside because they shouldn't be outside. They're small. They're too small to be outside. They get picked up by within 10 minutes of being at my mother's house. There was two eagles flying overhead. They would have picked them up. So they're not outdoor dogs. It's dangerous for them. Coyotes everywhere. So really bad coyote situations going on right in the urban areas of Ontario. Both cities, all three cities I've lived in the last few years, not including Montreal. I'll include that living. I was visiting, but both sides of the province, they're pretty much there's coyotes, and they're right in the urban areas, right in the cities, like the big cities they're in. So they ate one of my friend's dogs last year, one of the Chihuahuas. She was out with the two Chihuahuas and grabbed one, and that was the end of it. And it's so heartbreaking. So they shouldn't be outside. The first thing my vet told me when I first bought these dogs was I had those retractable leashes, and he said get rid of them. And I said why? He goes because an eagle snapped that in a second. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, these dogs get picked up by birds and everything else, so you have to be very careful. So I was like, oh no, I didn't realize how bad it was. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when within 10 minutes of being at my mom's house, there was two eagles flying over watching my dogs. I grabbed them and ran inside. So luckily she has a fence. She's out in the like behind a forest behind her house, but her area is fenced has a fenced-in area because of her dogs. So part of her property, they can go run around in, but it's still, it's like it's not. I'm not fast enough to get to them before an eagle could get down. So I mean, luckily they were both game when I came running. They seen I was scared, so they both came. Yeah, and being in the van scared me. So with them too, having four dogs in there, I was like constantly worried one of them was gonna die of heat stroke in there. So that was a big concern because I'm not getting rid of my dogs. And I know many people have the dogs in the van, but what I was going through was puppies and babies, and I couldn't take them out and contain them somewhere or put them on a leash because they just didn't fit them. Then off they went, right? So it was hard. I even have a stroller, but then you got to carry a stroller around in the van. Like, how am I gonna do that? So I mean, there's so many issues with these little dogs that I've got personally, just because I was breeding them, right? But and I still do, and I don't plan on. These are very expensive dogs. I don't plan on. That was my goal. My whole point was to breed them. I've been breeding dogs forever. That's one of my hobbies. I breed dogs, and you can tell me whatever you want about shelter dogs. I don't care that I breed dogs for people who can afford them. So, and they want purse dogs, and so I give them ones that are born in a puppy mill. Anyway, but before I bred huskies, so I don't like it. I'm sorry. I breed for certain, and shelter dogs. It's my heart breaks for shelter dogs, but especially I had kids. There was no way I was buying a shelter dog ever because you don't know what you're getting, and I don't want any dog ever attacking my kids. So I've been training dogs my whole life. So I want to train a puppy from the time it's like taken from its mother. I train it properly. But that's me. I know how to train dogs. So that's why I don't like the idea of shelter dogs, especially when you have kids. But there's some amazing dogs in there. I won't discourage either from that either. It's just me, my personal. I want to train the dog. And my dogs are all been mellow, like they're just like me. My dogs are all calm and mellow and good dogs. I've been lucky, and all my dogs have the same temperament I do, so they don't give me a problem. Missy's, she's just like, oh, she's vicious when it comes. She eats everything everybody's got. But anyway, enough about the dogs. That's was one of the main reasons. Not one of the main reasons. It was just one of the reasons. I'd say not main reason, because there was other reasons. I'll tell you the main reason was I need a bathtub. Seriously, I don't use painkillers for pain, and you heard just had a hip replacement, and I also have nerve. I have to have another surgery. I have two issues with my spine. I have to have surgery in my lower spine. There's an extra vertebrae pinching the nerves in my legs. I have tailbone issues all over there, and I have osteodegenerative osteoarthritis in every vertebrae in my spine. Plus, I have S curve in my spine. So I have problems. None of them are internal. I'm any internal health. I'm healthy, but I have pain problems. A lot of muscle and pain and nerve problems. Um, and I was born with that, so there's nothing I can do about it, right? The the one the lower spine they're able to fix. I'm waiting on spine. They were waiting for as soon as my doctor signs me off on this hip replacement, which is gonna be in another week. I hope. Hope I didn't damage it anymore. But ouch, she grabbed back of my list. Little white and black one's being a little brat this afternoon. But anyway, you hear him yelling at me now? I moved my foot up, he can't get it. So he's yelling at me. But anyway, he's feisty little brat. But anyway, yeah, he's well wound up right now. So anyway, once he signs me off, then the other doctor will go ahead with my spine surgery. So I can't wait for that, because that's been since I was born. I've been trying to get my legs looked at and taken care of, because nobody's gotten it right. They told me it was arthritis and all the joints in my legs, and then didn't have tests for arthritis back then, and when I got older and they were like, you don't have arthritis, so we don't know what's wrong, but there's inflammation, and they never did know why, because nobody bothered to do an MRI find out why. So my doctor, I went to him for 12 years, wouldn't even look at me for pain, wouldn't touch me. They would just ignore me. Basically, there's nothing I can do for you. You have osteodegenerative osteoarthritis in every vertebrae in your spine. And I'm like, okay, but what's wrong with my legs? No? My legs are the problem, and he would never take care of it. And he was just like, I don't know, you have inflammation, we can't explain it. So this doctor I went to, all he did was do an MRI. And when I told him I have all this pain coming from this area of my tailbone, and all the nerves in my legs are going like crazy, right away he sent me for an MRI. And I was in there 2 days later after being in his office getting an MRI done. The other doctor told me 6 to 9 months to wait for an MRI. My neurologist, who's fixing the top part of my spine, well, he can't fix it, but there is no way to fix it. The top part, I have an S curve. I have scoliosis pretty bad. I have an S curve in my spine, and they think that's what he's looking into. We think it's touching the nerves in my central nervous system, that it's chipping the myelin around the coating around my central nervous system. So I've been telling doctors for years that I think that's what the problem is. They originally thought I might have MS. Sorry if I look like I'm squinting, but I can't see the camera. It's like, if I put these on, they're just those stupid readers from dollar store, so they make that light glow like crazy. So I don't want to put them on, because it was like looking back at that light bulb. So but I can't see the screen, so anyway, that's why I'm squinting. But yeah, so anyway, this guy, they can't fix this really. They think that he's pretty sure I'm right, and that's what's going on. They thought it might be MS when I was younger. They ruled that out. My aunt has MS, so sometimes it's genetic. So I gotta lean back. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I have pain, so I just get comfortable. I don't sit. I can't. I've been sitting for doing videos, and I'm really uncomfortable now. I really need to get up and do things, but I needed to get these done. I've been trying forever, and I don't care how they turn. Boy, I'm sorry about the dogs barking, but it happens every single time I try to record, and I've been trying to do this video forever, and so hopefully it's not too bad. But anyway, so what's going on? I decided I don't want to do van life full time, but I'm not getting rid of my van. I love my van. It saved my life. It's what helped me lose weight, and I would not have gotten. I was like, I can't get in this van unless I lose this weight. I want to do this. So, but I realized, number one, I want my bathtub. Okay, I need a bathtub. I was renting hotels. I lived in that apartment for a year with a stand-up shower, and I was going to rent hotel rooms and stuff just so I could get a bath. So I can't have a. These guys are all below my feet fighting. So anyway, I can't. I need a bathtub. Summer. I even bought. I have a fold-up bathtub for my bus. It folds up and folds back down. But it's like similar to my pool, the U frame. It's a metal frame pool bathtub. You can set it up anywhere. So I seriously bought it for my bus so that I can have a bath if I need to. And also the second thing was this. I need to be able to do this. I craft, and I need to be able to be creative and make stuff, and and doing that on a small scale just wasn't working out. So there was no. I was doing my condo was only wasn't my condo. I was renting it. It was 9 feet wide by 20 feet long, maybe 24 feet long at the most. But I know it was only it was 9.5 feet wide. So might as well live in a bus. But there was no room to do anything. Everything was in storage, and I had 3 storage units. I had one with my stuff from my house, one with my bus stuff, and one with everything I kept pulling out of the condo because I brought so much stuff with me, and then I kept pulling stuff out of there. So I ended up filling up another storage unit with stuff I took out of there. So I had a lot of things. And then, and I tried to, the first unit that I had, I know most of it had to go because a lot of it was from the house, the stuff I was trying to sell at the house that never got sold. So when I got here, that was the first thing I did was go looking for that stuff and the rest of my kitchen stuff that I was missing. So, because I was all in there too, that stuff I knew that it wouldn't fit in this place. So that's basically, I spent quite a bit of time just getting rid of stuff. And then sorting out what was junk, what I don't want, what I'm selling, what can go to donations and whatnot. So I did that. So now I have this other big pile still of stuff to sell. Half of it's in the probably about 2/3 of it's not even listed yet. So I'm working on that. I got to get all that next few days. Trying to do these videos. I'm not kidding you. Every day for the last 2 weeks, I've tried to do these videos, and there's been major interruptions. So I was like, today I don't care. Going up as is, so I can at least get started on other things. But I wanted to get you guys up to date on where I've been, what's gone on, and why I just disappeared. But so the bus has been still in the same condition, same position as I told you before. I own a bus is just sitting there in a contractor's driveway, and I will be going up. I'm waiting because I had to go to hip surgery. I'll be going up there as soon as I get a week of nice weather. My son he does renovations. He's going to help me build it. It's in contractor. I've given up on him. It's in his driveway. I don't even asking him. I'm using his power, but and I'm not moving my bus out of his driveway. He's cost me enough money. So Elliot, come here, baby. Don't start, okay? He hears something outside. The guy outside's chopping ice off the driveway. But the landlord hadn't shoveled she's got a beef with him, I think. But she won't shovel the driveway anymore, so they just shovel one pathway out for me and the guy next door to get out. Because we're upstairs, he's downstairs. But he parks his car there in the driveway, so he's the only one who can get in or out. So he hogs the driveway. We have a big parking lot across the street. So she owns a hotel next door to me, so she owns everything around me, this woman. Older Ukrainian woman. She don't take no crap from nobody either. But he keeps chopping ice and the dogs keep barking. But she won't shovel the driveway anymore for him because I think she don't want him here. But anyway, I say and anyway and so and what and, and yes I know. So you can comment all you want. I already know. But and I'm trying to get better at it. But right now I'm just trying to even wrap my brains around what I'm supposed to remember to do, because I'm gonna go through all these. I can't use my iPhone. I'm really ticked off. Just a little while ago, this phone I'm recording on is the Z Fold 3. I wanted this phone so bad. I got it when it was released. I bought it right from Samsung. No, guys are gonna say that's ridiculous. I'm in Canada. Phone cost me $2,500 with tax and shipping, hot off the press, right? And it got canceled on me 4 times the order, actually. No, probably because they weren't ready to come out. They kept canceling my order. So I ended up buying an iPhone. And I paid $1,500 for that. And now it's full. I can't get my pictures off of it. Videos, nothing. I can't get it off unless I go and I have 80 gigs of pictures and videos because I keep deleting pictures off my phone and stuff. They keep putting them back on. Every time I update my phone or redo my phone, buy a new one, whatever, they load up or even hook it up to iTunes. Anytime I hook it up to iTunes, it starts backing up my phone. And it starts backing it up with all the old pictures, all the old videos that I already took off the phone. Hey, come here, come here, come here, come here, no barking, come here. Sorry guys, I'm getting your dogs going. But I can't, I don't know what to do. They keep doing this. But, muzzle them. Oh, they have a bark. Hey, come here. I'll maybe put them in a bedroom. Lock them in a room. Come here. They'll destroy my bedroom though. But anyway, stop barking, please. So, they keep putting years of videos and stuff on here. So now I'm a PC, I have a PC repair degree, so I know what I'm talking about. I know how to get stuff off a phone. Alright, this is not new to me. I know how to go in and backdoor it. Okay? They won't let you do it. You cannot get your pictures off the phone anymore. As soon as you try to take them off or transfer them and delete them, they corrupt the files. Okay, so then they end up back on your phone again. So, and then iCloud. Oh shoot! Hold on, you're stuck here. And then iCloud, he got his nail stuck in my sock and twisted his arm. You okay, buddy? But anyway, iCloud will only give you so much, and I have 80 gigs. So they want me to subscribe to 80 to get 80 gigs off my phone. No, it ain't happening. So then I have to go through like so many gigs at a time, and for some reason it will not delete them off this phone. I have to go in and manually delete every single one there is. That I found another program that will delete them off. I mean, will find all my videos and transfer them, but then tells me that they can't delete them off my phone because Apple's restricting them from doing it. You guys have hijacked my phone. Like, I had enough of all these. This one here, I buy this phone because I got sick of having to update my phone every 2 years with Apple because of them downgrading it. They say they don't do it anymore. Yes, they do. Okay, so I got sick and tired of that. So I bought Samsung. The battery lasts me 2 hours now. Not even. So I'm constantly, that's another reason I've been having problems. Elliot, come here. Elliot was trying to wrestle with her, and he sounds like he's like a maniac when he does. But anyway, I constantly, the battery dies like after 2 hours, so I can hardly do anything. So if I'm trying to plug in and record, I turn the phone upside down and records me upside down. Right? Shows me I'm fine, but it comes back upside down. So Elliot, come here. Come here, Elliot. Come here. Sorry if I'm getting your dogs all excited. But anyway, so this one here has been giving me nothing but a headache with batteries, right? Issues and things not lasting. So I've been like really frustrated and mad. And the front screen is so small, and even it's not even working properly anymore. Like I can push something 3-4 times before it'll push now, right? Today I open it up, and I hardly ever open the phone, right? But I do open it slightly to record. So, but I was recording with it open, sitting up, because they're all too heavy to fit in my phone things that I have. They keep falling out. Hair all over the place. But anyway, I know I just did a makeup video. I look like I need to do a makeup video, right? I'm giving makeup advice, I mean, but it's actually pretty cool. It's about how to fix your makeup perfectly. If you want one of these things, go watch it. I'm gonna upload it too when I upload this one. But anyway, squirrel. But I've got bad ADHD. Bear with me. So, and I lost my complete train of thought anyway. But so what was I gonna say? Oh, what was I gonna say? I was getting to a point, and I gotta remember what I was gonna say because I thought it was important. But oh yeah. So I opened the phone today. Here's what happens. Open it up, and I'm ready. Because I sometimes prop it open like this to record, and open it up, and I heard a crack, right? But it does all make a crack sound. This sounded louder than normal, right? I was like, what was that noise? So I thought it was maybe just the screen protector that's over it, bubbled up in the middle or something, right? Because it is bubbling up in the middle now. And I don't open this phone very often, rarely. I bought it thinking that it was great. I was going to be able to see big screen on there, right? And I rarely ever use it opened up. So I leave it folded. So, and the screen's much smaller. These two are acting like little maniacs. Hey, come here, Elliot. Elliot, come here. Elliot, come here. He's trying to pin her down. Come here, Elliot. Come here. She's not in heat. Come here. I'm going to just hold him because otherwise they're just going to make a whole bunch of noise. So bear with me, old Elliot, through the rest of the video. I'm sorry if they get your dogs going. But he's like so wound up. He needs, I should get him, like stud him out or something. But anyways, you won't let him near her. But so, but anyway, yeah, so the phone cracked right in half. There's a big black line, thick line through the screen now. And the right side of the screen won't even work. So that's where the home button and everything is on that side, and then you can't click them. I have to turn the screen sideways or upside down to make that work. So now I'm stuck using the front of this phone until I get the iPhone figured out. This is junk now, this phone, but like $2,500 a year and a half later is a hunk of junk, this phone. It's not even, can't even sell it. It's not even, and that's another thing. I looked up its value. It's not even worth $800 now. Not even a year and a half later. It's not even been a year and a half since I owned it. Or yeah, it's been a year and a half now, this month, and it's already half the value. So, or less than half the value. Actually, it's quarter of the value. $800. That's crazy. But well, tax was with tax and shipping too, right? $2,500 it came to, but I think it was $2,200 regular price still. You know, third of the price. But anyway, that's nuts. That's ridiculous. This is my rant for the phones. I'm like really ticked off. But that's what's going on with. And that was another thing. I was having problems with recording him. He talks to my family on the phone all the time, so I'm surprised he's not barking at the video. But maybe because he sees me. Normally he sees my relatives on there and barks his head off talking to them. He does. He has conversations with them, or my family's dogs also, but they were barking at each other, driving us crazy. So that was another problem I was having. I had to train him to be quiet while I was on the phone, and I would let him know when it's his turn to talk. So he's learned that now, so he's good now. But that's why he's not looking at the phone. I think because he sees me and not somebody else, or I haven't given him the okay to talk, so he doesn't want to get excited. But so anyway, yeah. Now the other reasons. Let me go. Now let me go back for a second. There was a gentleman I used to watch, and I actually hated watching him, but he always come up in my recommended videos. Now he was Canadian as well, and he's probably about my age, maybe even a little older than me. And he was just he was like the Debbie Downer of the van life world. He was just so discouraging as to why you shouldn't be doing this and why he didn't want to do it full time and this and that, what he discovered, and well, I was like, I don't want to watch this guy. Stop recommending him because he's just a downer, and I kept shutting his videos off because he was so negative, and I just wanted to be excited and get going and get out there. But it turns out I don't want to be on the road full time either, so he wasn't that wrong. I guess when you get to my age, you get set in your ways, and you want certain things, and you want to do. You've just had enough in life, and you just want to be happy. Now, it's not to say I wouldn't be happy in van life, but to earn a living, this is what makes me happy, my crafting and stuff. So if I could make money on van life, I would, but you know, you need money to do van life, right? So I guess if you were one of the few famous people on YouTube, that's hard to do. That's a lot of work and a lot of effort they put in, and you literally need a grooming. And you show up badly on here, Elliot. You don't look this bad in person. But anyway, neither do I though. But I wouldn't. I don't want to do it full time because I need to make money, and I want to craft making money. I want to be. I've been in accounting for 30 something years. 87 is when I started, and I can't stand it. I hate it. I never liked it. I originally was going to be a lawyer. I ended up being an accountant, and I don't think I like either one, to tell you the truth. I would, and I also have my PC repair degree, and I got a real estate license when I was 19. I got my PC repair degree when my son was 6 months old, so he's 19 now. So 19 years ago. Actually, it was March 19 years ago I started that course. So it wasn't a long course, though. It was, I don't remember. It was, I think it was like 6 weeks or 7. It wasn't long. Me and my mom took it. But the exams were difficult, and I did the exams 3 years later. The exams were hard, but I wanted my degree, so I went through the course and wanted my degree from it. But my mom wouldn't even write the exams. But I was opening people's computers, so I wanted to be a licensed, so I didn't void their warranties and stuff. So I did it. That's why. But I didn't really take to building computers. I taught my son how to do it. Then he took it in school, and he does quite well. He builds like gaming systems. And then my other son, I taught him to fix the phones. So because I used to fix phones, and I can't stand looking at the screws. I can't even see the screws anymore. So I taught him how to do it, but he's really good at it. He does it quick. So I'm too meticulous for that. I can't handle doing phones. But I just want to create. I don't like things that frustrate me. And all that stuff frustrates me. So I'd rather be creative. But I can do, like, is it here? My papers here? I can do things like this. Is one of my papers in here? No, this is the wrong one. I had it here somewhere. Let me see. I don't know where it is, but I design background papers and stuff like with chalks and inks and watercolors, and I have gelatos and stuff still, and stamps and stuff. So I like making background pages, and I can upload them and share them on Etsy. I also make planners. I've been making planners for years, but I took them all down because I wasn't really. I had other things to do. So, but I did used to sell planners, and I did start selling a couple on Etsy. And then what else? But I do want to get in. I have all kinds of planners designed. I made student planners before, quite a few of them. But I have like ready to go a moving planner, just a basic get organized planner. I'm gonna do a bridal, a wedding planner, a shower, baby shower. I'm gonna do all the planners, all of them. That's what I wanted to do, was become an organizer, a professional organizer. But because of my bone and problems and stuff, I can't. I can't really do that. So I'm gonna write about it instead. I'm gonna write a book on how to get organized, but I'm also gonna have tools on Etsy to go along with it. If you have the book, you'll probably get a download for free. Um, Put in a coupon code if you bought a book from me, then you'll get the downloads for free. But if hopefully he's quiet, let him go because he just doesn't want to sit here no more. But um, so I'll work something like that out if you bought my book, because the book's gonna be. I'm hoping to publish the book, so it's not gonna be a get on Etsy. It'll be a get on Amazon thing. So I'm hoping to publish it. And then same with my moving planner. I want to publish that as well, because there's nothing to help people really, and I'm an expert at moving. What other ones? Wedding planner. I would actually mind getting into doing some wedding planning, because that's right up my alley. I like doing. I have a machine to even do the invitations. I could do half of it right here, or have like be creative. I even have a machine under here to make those big clear balloons, stuffed balloons. So like I thought about getting into that. I might get into, because I'm doing the t-shirt and souvenirs and stuff, basically mugs, hats, and all that. So because I'm getting into that, I just met somebody like who wants a logo designed, and I was like, wow, man, like the possibilities are endless with what I could do with this. Because this guy needs logos done. I could do all kinds of things for him. So for his business, he's designed a logo, or he's like, he already has a clothing line, a woman's clothing line, and he's not a logo, a label. He's designed his own label. He's coming out with a label. So I could do, like, he wants to get an embroidery machine. So there's all kinds of things I could do for, especially if I got an embroidery machine. That'd be awesome too. So that'll be down the road. But I want to do things like that too, and like make a good viable business with being creative, right? and I'm in the area where souvenirs are the thing, right? So, um, what else was I gonna say about that? Oh, I'm gonna put it in. I can go take it with the bus, right? And do pop up shops. My friend and I, she does crocheting. Um, I'll talk about her a lot. Joanne, the one that came to care of me, she she too needed an embroidery machine actually. Um, she does somebody what it was they wanted. I can't remember, but character logos I think or something like that. But anyway, she was making. I think there were hats she was making, and she needed some little patches made of these characters. So I was like, yeah, that would be cool. Fun to make those things if I had a machine. So she could use them too. So we might look into an embroidery machine down the road. But like I right now I'm learning hand embroidering and making hand lace. I do all kinds of stuff. I make doll houses. Like I got a sewing machine right here on the table. But I'm mainly going to do on this channel journals. Like here's a set of books I've made. These are traveler's notebooks. If you're not sure about any of this stuff, but if you're you maybe follow me down the road and find this video, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I make these. This is my art ones, and these I'm gonna start doing on the channel because with these books, well, a couple of the books that are in here, not all of them, but a couple of these books, I'm going to be doing lists and like example. And here's another book. I have this book. It's called A Page at a Time. I've always wanted to start doing this, and I just pulled this out. And it's just things or what. Can't even read that. I'm not kidding you. My glass. I don't have glasses on, so I can't read it. One page at a time, but it's directive journaling basically, and it's just all kinds of like random things to write about. And I've always wanted to do that, but I have these lists from the Reset Girl. It used to be Lister's Got a List, or what it's called. I don't know if she still does it. I don't think she has, because she used to email it out. I don't know if you have to pay or whatever, or everybody's got to pay for everything now, so who knows. But last I heard she was doing, seen of her, she was doing like, she was reading, got really busy doing stickers. So I don't think she had time to do this anymore. I don't know if she's gotten back into it, but it was really cool. She'd make these lists every month. You get a download in your email with just random questions to write about for the month. And I think it's kind of cool to leave stuff like that for your family to look back and things you thought about, things you wouldn't have even thought of to ask, And so I'm gonna do that because you take a list and you basically decorate a whole page and journal about it, right? So, and it's kind of actually fun to do. So I'm gonna get back into that. I have lots of lists, and I also belong to. I'll give you the link when I do it. I'll put it on the video. I belong to this group I just joined, and there's no commenting allowed. And there's two women give you just journal prompts every day. They put up a new prompt. There's hundreds of them. You can just scroll through the whole group. And look, there's no commenting or nothing. Comments are disabled for everybody. And they just put out, it's actually awesome. A few thousand members in the group. But it's really cool, interesting things that they give you to think about. So I'm going to start using their group too. And then I might just screenshot their little quotes, a bunch of them, and print them out on a page, right? Cut them up and then put them on the pages that I'm decorating. And then same thing with my journals, especially the little golden books. If you remember the kids' golden books, little baby, the little books when you were a kid, the gold strip on the side, they were called the golden books. Those books, everybody's redoing them. If you're already, like I said, if you already watched my videos and come across this video, you're like, why is she explaining all this stupid ass stuff? This is for my van lifers. But anyway, so I'm telling them what it's about. But anyway, junk journals, just rip them apart, and I'll probably do those, recreating those on here, because I'm gonna do similar to what some people do, but I'm gonna take it in a little bit different direction and really make it kid themed. The whole thing. They make it. A lot of people make it more vintage looking, but I'm gonna make them more kid themed. So unless somebody steal my idea now, right? if somebody's already got the idea, I haven't seen it before, but I just come up with it. So not long ago. But what else? What else do I do? I do all kinds of stuff. I've been scrapbooking for years. I don't do traditional big 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. I make mini books. Do I have one? Um, I have one over there, but it's too much to dig out. I'm not gonna dig it out, but I make mini albums. They're not little tiny albums, but they're called mini albums. And they're generally about 8 to 10 inches in size. Um, I showed here's like another book I made. I just showed it on my other video, but this was inside my box. I'll show you the box actually, the recipe box, but I made these, a whole bunch of these. This comes out of my recipe box, but the page, the things, they've been moved all over the place, and the books, what do you call it? Where is it? The list. Oh, here's one. The list pad just fell out of them, right? This one and this one, but there's like post-it notes in here, and then there's little flags under here, and then like the list pad was here, and there was another list pad on here, and they fell out, but you can take them out and replace them, right? That's what these black sheets are, and they hold the pads in place so you can replace them. I can't get this to this one, but it's actually stuck in there. It's probably why it fell off. But anyway, I made a whole bunch of these for teachers' presents. They make really, and then there's a pocket here too. They make awesome teachers' gifts, these things, and they're really easy to make. But I can show you how to make these too if you guys want. But I mean, I make that. I make stuff out of cardboard like this. Like this was made out of chipboard, and it's a recipe box. And there's a drawer here, pull out, and you can see I got stuff in there in the drawer, pens and stuff. And I use the spoon for the handle. I think it is. Is it a spoon? Yeah, I used a spoon for the handle, and then I use this little spatula. So serves a purpose. This thing, it not only opens it, but this like closes up like that. You move it. This is actually Kathy Orta had a plan like this, and I improvised and took it a few steps further. I did buy the plan from her, but I improvised. But anyway, it's just all bit messed up right now, probably because I'm not sitting it right. I'm holding it on an angle, but it sits there, and you put recipe cards are inside. I'll show you how it works. The lid first, just to get till I get it out of the way. But the recipe card will sit. Oh, if I can do this one hand like that, and on the tip basically, and you read your recipe. Recipes are inside each one of these. These recipes are from the Beachbody website, but I have the recipes inside, and then like all the nutrition stuff and pictures of them on there. So I made a whole bunch of these. There are all the recipes, and that book I just showed you sits in there, and then I have the planner for weight loss in there. I'll go into more I went into more detail on the weight loss video, but it's just one example. And let me see. There's birdhouses up there I've made. I do all kinds of stuff. It's unreal the amount of stuff I do. And hold on, I've said it in other videos. I don't know which ones I've uploaded though, but I call myself like the Martha Stewart of the hood, because I do pretty much everything and more that Martha Stewart did on the cheap though. I don't have teams and thousands of dollars at my disposal to do this stuff. And I see all these craft video tours and stuff. Some of these people, I don't know if they just collect stuff or what, but they're big, beautiful white craft rooms with all these drawers. Like they need thousands. They have rich husbands or somebody. They make a lot of money. I don't have that to do big fancy craft rooms. I give it to you like it is. Junk journals you can make out of junk. Literally, that's what it is. You take all your junk mail, anything, instead of putting it in the recycle bin, like your cereal boxes, your mail that comes in, flyers, envelopes, everything, all that stuff can be put into these journals and make junk journals out of. That's what junk journals are. Now they've gotten all fancy and everything, but I do a wide range of bookmaking, and like right from books like this. I didn't make this book, but I do make books like this, leather bound books that are this like stitched on the side. I do books like this. I love this book. I bought this, but I love the paper in here. That's why I love this book. I wasn't. I'll show you. I bought this at a spiritual shop. But look at the papers in there. Those are gorgeous papers. I love this book. And those are handmade papers. And this is my ideas book and stuff for my brain. Like when I have things I want to do. But I rarely write in it because that's what it's for. It's just my ideas, and I try to keep this book as long as possible because I love it. But the papers in it I love. And then I have books like I make. Well, that one I just showed you I make, but I bought the other ones, but I make the books to go in them, like all different size books and stuff. So, not this one I didn't buy. This was a Barnes and Noble's book, but the rest of them I did make. But I make all kinds of books, like just journals, well, just straight up journals. And then I take books like this, like the Moleskine books, and I'm altering the pages on it. I'm gessoing them, and then I'm gonna do art journaling on those. Like there's so many different things that I do, and I jot a bunch of things there. But I've been telling people, have been telling me for years I need to do. I can't even speak. Turn the camera on, and your vocabulary goes right out the window. Right? I've heard that before. It's true. But anyway, people have been telling me for years I need to do YouTube, right? Because like a lot of channels are just one topic. This isn't going to be one topic, not yet anyway. If I focus on one thing I will, but I don't focus on one thing, and most of the channels I find are one thing. So maybe it's a change of pace to have somebody who does everything, right, and all over the place. Won't be so boring. So I don't know, is that out there? I haven't found it yet. So I mean, if there is, let me know, because I wouldn't mind watching their channel. Like to watch somebody who does more than just craft, or somebody who does more than just gardening, something like that. It would be interesting to watch somebody else's life, right? And who's like me, who does all kinds of different things, and especially somebody who does like varieties of crafting and stuff. I would love that. Like I'm dive into everything. I'm not afraid of nothing. So I have two carts next to me. One is a big art cart. This one, I'm surrounded by supplies. Like I have a big, huge L-shaped desk on the one wall here, and behind me is the hutch, and this whole side is carts. And then I have more carts in that room, and my books are all in that room too that I want to tear apart and stuff. And underneath this desk is full, also of stuff. And up there is full, and I have another cabinet here that's full, and I have a cabinet in my bedroom that's full. So what do I do with all this stuff, right? So I can't go on the road with all this stuff, and I'm not willing to get rid of all this yet. And I did get rid of a lot of stuff, but for what I'm gonna do, I need it, and I do like to do this. But I'm never getting rid of my van. I love my van. And my van is my sanctuary. It's like I can't wait for the weather to warm up. I can't wait to get out there and go in it. But this guy was right. I like having a place to come home to. And being able to come off the road and relax for a while. And if I want to go out and visit somebody too, even go visit my friends or relatives, I have my own space. I have my own bed. I have my own everything. It's fully loaded. I buy two of everything. One for the house, one for the van. I always do. It's a habit I have now. I have everything I need in that van. I don't buy two makeups, and I have like my shower bag, and I usually do have two shower bags, like two shampoos, two conditioners. One's in the house, one's in the van. So I take my shower bag, but I don't leave my shower bag in the van, but I bring it in and out. But I don't pack up my stuff. I leave that thing packed and just take it out with me. And then because I really can't stand missing something, I leave my shower bag intact. The only thing I add to it is my hair dryer, but it even has its own brush, everything. I don't want to forget anything. I even keep another tip here, because I do stay and have baths at other people's houses a lot, and hotels and stuff. There's always the plug is missing. Always. So I have extra plugs in my shower bag for when I go visit somebody who want to have a bath. I have the plug, dude. Like, I don't have a plug, sorry. Well, I do. I can have a bath. But I like to soak in a tub for pain. That's just me. Here we go again. See, I'm sorry. Come here, Elliot. Here's one of the problems. When I have to turn off music for YouTube, right? I can't have the music on. So when the music's not on, because the music's always on here, and I dance all day long. That's how I lost my weight. So they don't hear anything. But as soon as I turn the music off for the video, they hear everything and they're barking like crazy. So anyway, yeah, I have to. Best way is call him up here. He'll shut up. But Elliot, she's in a mood this week. She's trying to wean the puppies off, and she's just in bitch mode. But and it's like that springtime where males are like feeling the spring is coming in the air, and she won't have nothing to do with them. She better not have anything to do with them yet. Because they were supposed to have babies this time. I was going in for hip replacement. The day before I was going in for hip replacement, I had Missy all padded up. She got these pads I put on her when she's in heat. If I don't want her pregnant. So she was padded up for like 4 days straight. I was all over her. And then this one day I happened to go to my mother's house, and she didn't know what to do, so she ended up pooping in her pad twice. I changed her, and then she did it again. Like, what are you doing pooping? You already pooped today, right? So my battery's getting low. So anyway, see? So I had to change the pad twice, and then so I took her home in the third one. So I had one left for overnight, right? And so I was like, all right, in the morning I'm gonna wash them all quickly in the machine, and I'll put them on her. So, but I'll keep an eye on them so they don't lock together, because she was in heat. So, and he won't stop. He's aggressive. So I was all over them. The wash got done. I just put them in the dryer. They'd been in there 10 minutes. I laid down. I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired, because I got up really early, and I hadn't slept enough. So I was like, alright, I needed more sleep today. So I was like, if I lay down for a half hour, I'll be alright. So then I was like, I'm just gonna lay down for a minute, because I knew she still had the pads off. So I was like, alright, just gonna lay down for a second, rest my eyes, and then I'll sleep for a half hour when the pads are done. Oh my goodness, I'm not kidding you, I didn't even lay down for a few minutes. I heard them. I heard the yelp, right? That they locked together. I jumped up, came out, sure enough, they were locked together. It's too late then. You can't even separate them. They're locked together. So, I was like, oh, here we go now. So then I was going, and I didn't want them pregnant because I got to recover from surgery. I have 3 months recovery. These guys have babies in 63 days. So, every time 63 days, there's her period in gestation. But, she's pretty on target. So, I was like, oh no, now what? So then my friends were watching my son, just because they'd already done it, just let them go at it. So they ended up with 3 babies, but that's probably the most they can have. I was told already 1 to 3. The vet told me 1 to 3 dogs. Her size, she won't have any more than that. She's too small. So so that's what I'm dealing with now. But that's the other reason I want to breed my dogs. I like breeding my dogs. And they love coming on the road with me. But Elliot especially, he's another reason I decided. He was really unhappy in the van. So, like I said, I did a whole bunch of videos, and I'm at an hour already talking here. And I can't shut up, eh? I'm sorry, guys. If you're still here watching me, God bless you. But I'm just doing a van video, and I'm not even in my van. But, anyway, he was a big problem. He was really, oh god, see, come here. I'll pick him up because she's gonna just attack him because he's got snacks. She's got a bone there. But next time I'm taking everything from her before I record. But anyway, he was depressed and didn't like being in the van. So he was another reason. He's okay going for a day or two and visiting. He gets all excited. But after that, he wants to go home. And he's a homebody too, this dog. Missy, she'll go anywhere. She don't care. She loves the van. Missy loves it. So you could, I have 2 dogs. One hates it. One loves it. She loves it because she gets to sleep on my nice comfy bed in there. My bed's really comfortable in there. And she loves it. So, and it's all cozy for her, right? She's it's like a little cocoon in there. She feels safe in there. So she don't like driving. She does not like driving. She hides when I drive. So, and that's a problem for her. I can't go too long because she gets upset. Something's dinging on my other phone. But anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But that's what's been going on. I had to have the hip replacement. I'm working on the weight loss stuff. I lost 15 pounds before I even. I was supposed to lose 30 with a group of people who wanted to lose weight. I've already lost 15 pounds on them while I had a hip replacement. So if I can lose weight during a hip replacement, there's no excuse. You know, you can lose it. You just have to move, move. That's it. Get some music. Turn the music up. Start dancing. You gotta move. But so I'll help lose weight. But I'm going out in the van as soon as it's warm. I'll be back out in the van. And we're going to the bus. When I get, well, I'll take you with me. I'm gonna see if I can find some way. I'm gonna go talk to somebody at the electronic shop. See if I can record. Maybe work on my iPhone headphones. Next time I go to the store and they take the highway up. Maybe when I go visit my mom, my aunt, I'll take the highway up and put on my earphones and just do some recording and see if you can hear it with the headphones on. I have both Beats and iPhones, so we'll see if they'll pick up that noise. Maybe they won't, but we'll see. We'll try them. I'll test them both out. And otherwise, somebody told me about a cat tail or something like that microphone, so we'll try that. Maybe that'll block. It's a really loud squeaking sound coming through my window, so I don't know if I'll be able to block that noise out. But either way, when I stop, I'll do van videos. But and before I get in it, I'm gonna do a van video. As soon as I get down there to clean it. There's a big freaking cabinet in my van right now. I need my son to come and get it out for me. So and he's 3. He comes like every month or 2, right? So he's a long ways away. So I'm sweating. I gotta get the sweater off. But anyway, I will do a van update video very soon when I clean it out. I'm gonna clean it up and because my son returned it to me a complete mess. So, and I have everything out there. I have both my summer and winter stuff out there right now. So I'm going to show you what I keep in the summer and what I keep in the winter and my how I transition and whatever. Everything that needs to go in for the winter and the summer. Because I'm in Canada. I don't like being out in the winter, but I can be out in the winter, and I'll show you. Because all that stuff's out there. So we'll clean up, play around. And then as soon as I can get my son down here too, I'm going to get him to bring all my window cover stuff to make the window covers. So we'll do that video. I don't even know if you guys even heard me in the first video. I know it was really noisy. But I'm going to make new window covers for the van. And we will do that on video. But when I head out, I'm going to the bus as soon as I head out. So I'll take you guys along with that. I'll show you my bus and we'll go through everything that's on the bus. The bus, I'm going to be staying for a week on the bus. So when I go, and well, with the bus, and me and my son and Joanne are going to build that bus. So we're going to record everything. So, and it'll be easier too because they can record for me because I'm terrible at it. But Joanne's probably really good at it actually. I never even thought. My son may be good at it. He's on that Snapchat constantly and stuff. So he's the one who told me to get my iPhone going because some of the videos I'm going to do for junk journaling and stuff I'm going to put on TikTok. So I'll fast forward them. Oh, I can't even talk. My voice is gone. I'm so sorry I sound like this, but I've been trying so hard to get this going and get everything going and get everything organized. And I want to get this channel going. I want to get everything I do out there because there's stuff I'm doing on Etsy I want to show you is what it is. It's all kinds of things I'm going to be doing on here. So follow along. Definitely you're going to learn something from me because I got my hands in everything. And I probably do something that interests you. And actually, a lot of, I talk about van life all the time. So, and what I'm up to throughout. So you might want to follow along if you're nosy. Some people just like to follow people, see what they're doing. They're nosy. I'm like that. But I I get lost and I'm never getting anything done. So I got to stop doing it. But that's one of the reasons I don't go into Facebook too often because I get on a tangent seeing what somebody will say something. I'm like, what? What do you do? What's going on? And then I want to see their whole life story, what's been going on with them, right? So social media made everybody nosy as far as I'm concerned. but made it easy for everybody to be nosy. Remember the party lines? If you're my age or older, you might remember party lines way back when you could sit and listen to people's conversations. I lived up on the farm with my aunt when I was a kid, and we had the party line out there. But my mom and my aunts used to tell us stories about party lines when they were kids. But I hate these straws. They're so hard. You can't drink out of them. The plastic straw that you can actually got some flexibility to it. So anyway, that's it. That's not much going on except I'm trying to get this going. Like the van, I've decided I'm not going to go full time. So and I'll talk more about reasons why. I'm gonna do a specific when I do the like show you the video. We're gonna talk more because I'm gonna go through all these videos that I did and make notes because I completely forgot everything I wanted to say. And when I was in the van for a month, I made a lot of videos about what was going on and how I felt about it. So I'm gonna rummage through all of them. I'm trying to get them on my phone, but like I said, if they won't. I can't do anything. I can't even update the phone because it's full. So I'm really like frustrated with telephones right now. So I'm gonna put these up, and then I'm gonna delete a whole bunch of stuff. So at least these will be up on YouTube. I don't care what they look like or what I look like or sorry about the dogs barking, but I've had to redo the video so many times. I don't know how to edit yet, and I'm gonna learn. And I guess the only way I'm gonna learn is by uploading videos, right? So I know there's some ways on YouTube to edit now. There's that YouTube Studio on my other phone if I could access anything on it. But I'm stuck with this stupid thing. So and now it's all busted up on me. So I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna work on this, work on these phones, get everything straightened out. We're gonna and the weight loss planner I really want to get that started before I do my next weight loss video. But I really want to get my journals going and start crafting and showing people what I do and how to do certain things and stuff. Like even my little clips. I have my little thing of clips I make. I'll show you. And like these things, I'm still debating on. They're my paper clips I make, and they just slide right over. They're so easy to slide over a page without damaging your. I hate paper clips making folds and indents in my page, and they slide over so easy. Something there was a method somebody else came up with how the paper clip worked, but this was my design. The rest of it. And so I'm still debating on selling these or not, whether I want to sell these or not, but I will do a YouTube video on them and you can learn how to make them yourself. But this punch is impossible to find, and if you do find it, it's close to $100 Canadian anyway. It's a discontinued punch a long time ago from Stampin' Up, but it's one of their most popular ever punches. So the tab punch. I have it handy. But anyway, if you can just buy people who punch them out and sell them punched out already. And there's another thing I made. Well, the thing's falling off I just came right off, but the chain I put on the side's coming off. But I gotta refix that. But this was just a balsa box I made. I make all kinds of things, everything. You know, that's what I'm saying. There's so much stuff that I do, and I could share it all. Organizing is my big thing too. I love organizing, and I've had to organize this whole place with nothing, and I'm still, right now I just have everything in place where I want it, and I haven't decided whether I'm staying here or not because there's a few issues with this place, but the cost of renting here, because my premier of Ontario, Doug Ford's an idiot, and get rid of rent control, so landlords are just charging whatever they want, and then the what do you call them? I guess the immigrants who've come over here, they live 20, 30 people in a house. They don't care, and they're trying to force us to do the same thing now by they've bought up everything, jacking prices up of everything, and like you're forced to pay for it. You have no choice. Everything's being jacked up all over the place, and I'm talking before what's going on now with all the prices of food and everything else gone crazy. This has been going on a while now. So the housing issue here, it's not new here. As soon as they weren't allowed to evict anybody. As soon as they were, allowed to evict. Everybody has been put out onto the streets and forced to go pay double what they were paying before on rent. Mind you, some of them weren't even, they were evicted because they didn't pay their rent. But um, I mean, there's nowhere to make any money really once the CERB check stopped. So I don't even. I think there was only like a couple months of CERB, and like just everything went to hell. You know, the whole world went to hell. I warned people this was gonna happen. Nobody listened to me. They all wanted their little checks from the government, sit home and do nothing. And look what happened to the world from it. You know, we used up all our resources, all our supplies. Everything's gone. We have no stockpile of anything. Everything had to be remanufactured. That's why the price of cars and everything went up, because like they didn't even have they couldn't even get the stuff to make the chips for the cars. That's why cars went up so much money, you know. And then so used cars went skyrocketing. Even the price of dogs went up. Everything went up. Price of everything went up because there was nothing left. Now the price of gas going up just gave them an excuse to jack everything else up. And then the chicken problem. I don't even read the news and I know what's going on. Like, I mean, I don't watch the news at all. I don't watch TV, period. There's no TV set up anywhere in my house. I go and handpick the news. If I hear something, I go look for the facts myself. So I don't rely on news sources. I go right to the source. But when I do a rant video, I'll explain all that to you. I got a few things I'll discuss, but and you'll be like, really, eh? Wow. In a different way of looking at things. But just, yeah, it's just all stupid. It's all really stupid. Both sides. I don't care what side you're on. You're wrong and you're stupid. It's like, you know, none of them know what they're doing. But the people who knew how, like the ramifications, they're all gone or retired now. These people that are running the governments now, they don't want to look at history, and they don't want to look at how things work and why things run the way they do. I'm an economics junkie, like expert. I love it. I was always fascinated with it for years. It was my business, accounting, and then when I dive into something, I dive in head first. I didn't just do accounting. I jumped right in. I loved politics, and I was a political junkie and fascinated with world economics and how it all worked and stuff. But it all came too taxing and too stressful. And it all came to a head when I really didn't want any more negativity in my life. And that included watching the news. And because, like, that stopped changing me. I stopped watching the news. In one sense, it's like I feel like I'm disconnected. But in another sense, it's like, thank God, because the stuff's still so stressful. So what goes on in the world is crazy. Sometimes van life is even better than you think. It's more peace. I'm never going to discourage anybody from doing van life, because I'm going to discuss why it's a good thing, why you should do it if you want to do it. I personally can't, because number one, I need my bathtub. Number two, I need my crafts and my stuff. So otherwise, I would be out there. But I do get overwhelmed by all my stuff. I have too much stuff, and I know it, but I need it, and it overwhelms me sometimes. So what I've been doing lately is sectioning it in different, like that's why I love these carts. I can move them in and out as I need to, because having too much stuff around me overwhelms me. If I don't need my art supplies, they can go in there. If I don't need my junk journal stuff, which I do, but I do all the time, they can go in there. But having too many things around me, right now, my desk, I just set it up so that everything I need to work with for journaling itself is here accessible. There's all kinds of other things underneath that are all the rest of my crafts and things. Just nowhere to put them, so they're under there. But if you looked at this side of the room, there and all down the hall is all full of stuff to get rid of and sell and stuff. So that is like driving me crazy and overwhelming me. So I really wanted to get this done, and I did it before, and I'm going to do an after video too. I'm going to put them in two parts. I'll do the before and then after, but I'll load them together so you can see them, because I really can't stitch them together here. But anyway, and I talked about a whole bunch of stuff in those videos too, in that before video. But I'll put them together, upload them together when I'm done afterward, the after ones. But I may not do a whole lot more in here because I'm going to move. But once I get rid of all this stuff that's going, then I'll do an after video. And you'd be surprised what I did on a hip replacement, because I did all this during my recovery period. The only thing I have left here to do now is what's the sells, and that's nothing. All this other stuff was done while I was recovering, so you'd probably be amazed at what I did, and how I did it. And it's not that hard. I'm gonna do a hip replacement video too, because if you need one, I encourage you to get one, and I'll explain that in a hip replacement video. So that's what I mean. I do. There's so many things I can help you with that I'm gonna put it all in one place for now. We'll see how it get. Like if I get a bunch of views on, let's say my journals get like thousands of views going on there, and after I get so many videos, and I see there's 10,000 views on my van video, I can't believe it. But like if I found that on my craft videos or more, I might put them on another channel if I see there's that much interest in it, right? So I only have 200 of you, so like 230 subscribers I have, so I'm so grateful I have that many. I was like, wow, and I can't believe how many people watch my van video. I'm like so overwhelmed, and I ramble and talk. I can talk and talk, so you'll never be bored listening to me, that's for sure. But I'm writing a book about my life. My life's been like nuts. There, my battery's about to die. I can't even see it now, so I'm gonna stop talking. But basically that's where I'm at with van life. In the bus life, I will be on the road, and I'm going to my friend's castle out in PEI, and I'll take you there too when the bus is done. Yes, my friend bought a castle. She was married in it last summer, and they're redoing it, so we'll take you out to the castle too. PEI is beautiful. You'll like that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop before I can't see anymore and I get cut right off and probably lose this video. But keep watching, because I got lots to show you guys and teach you. I got a lot to offer, I guess. I've been told many times to do these videos, and I thought about it. I thought, you're right. I do know a lot and have a lot to offer people. So we're gonna try it and see how it goes. All right, we'll take it from here. So I'm sorry I talk. If you're here still, thank you. I appreciate you. And do the, what do you call it? Like, comment, subscribe. Is that a like? I don't remember. It's too long. I can't even think because I'm gonna get cut off. All right, thank you. I love you all for watching this long, and keep watching. All right, talk to you later.